Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today we're diving into an incredible piece of American history, the top 9 fascinating USA Jefferson nickel, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but could hide an exciting story and surprising value. Featuring the legendary Thomas Jefferson and the iconic design of Monticello, this small 5-cent coin from the famous Jefferson nickel series has captured the attention of collectors all around the world. Even in dirty, worn, or damaged condition, coins like this can hold hidden details, rare varieties, and a powerful connection to the past. So stay tuned, because the coin you might ignore in your pocket today could actually be a tiny historical treasure waiting to be discovered. Let's get started. First up in the 1989 D. Thomas Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin, especially when discovered in an exciting dirty and damaged condition, remains a fascinating piece within the world of numismatics. Even though it may not appear glamorous at first glance, this humble coin continues to captivate enthusiasts who appreciate the hidden stories behind circulated currency. For collectors, coins like this represent far more than simple pocket change. They embody decades of American history, craftsmanship, and everyday use. The 1989 D. Jefferson nickel has gradually earned attention among hobbyists who enjoy searching through circulated coins for overlooked treasures, making it an intriguing and surprisingly sought-after collectible. The historical roots of this coin trace back to the long-running Jefferson nickel, which was first introduced in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the United States Declaration of Independence. The 1989 D issue was struck at the United States Mint facility in Denver Mint, indicated by the distinctive D Mint mark. During the late 1980s, America experienced a period of economic growth and modernization, and millions of nickels were produced to support everyday commerce. Although minted for circulation rather than collectors, each example serves as a small yet powerful reminder of the era in which it was produced. One of the most striking aspects of the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel lies in its classic and enduring design. The obverse features a finely sculpted portrait of Thomas Jefferson, originally created by artist Felix Schlag, whose work won a national design competition in the late 1930s. The reverse proudly displays Jefferson's historic Virginia estate, Monticello, rendered with symmetrical architectural detail. The coin is composed of a durable copper-nickel alloy, weighs 5 grams, and measures approximately 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Even when covered with dirt or showing signs of wear, the iconic imagery remains recognizable, reminding collectors of the coin's enduring artistic heritage. In circulated or damaged condition, the coin often carries visible marks from decades of use, scratches, discoloration, or dark toning that reflect its journey through countless hands. While pristine examples are more commonly prized, even worn specimens can spark excitement among collectors who enjoy uncovering coins with character and history. Dirt-covered surfaces sometimes hide intriguing mint errors or unusual toning patterns that make each discovery unique. Regarding rarity, the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel is generally considered common due to its large mintage. However, coins displaying unusual die varieties, strong strike details, or exceptional preservation can still attract attention. Collectors are particularly interested in coins with clear mint marks, full steps visible on Monticello, or unusual minting anomalies. Finding such features within a coin that has circulated heavily can be surprisingly challenging, which adds an element of treasure hunting to the collecting experience. Condition plays a major role in determining the desirability of this nickel. While a heavily circulated or damaged example may primarily hold historical curiosity, coins graded in higher conditions, especially uncirculated pieces with sharp detail, become significantly more appealing. The difference between a worn coin and a mint-state specimen can be dramatic, both visually and in terms of value. This contrast encourages collectors to study even ordinary coins carefully. In terms of market value, a typical 1989 D. Jefferson nickel found in worn or dirty condition may only be worth a modest amount, often close to face value or slightly higher among collectors. However, coins with exceptional preservation, certified grading, or notable varieties can range anywhere from about $5 to $100 or more, depending on quality and demand. In rare cases where strong full-step details or striking errors appear, the value may rise even higher in specialized auctions. Collectors interested in this coin should prioritize examining examples carefully under good lighting and magnification. Searching for clear mint marks, strong design details, or unusual varieties can reveal hidden value. Purchasing coins from reputable dealers, coin shows, or established auctions helps ensure authenticity. Proper storage in protective holders and minimizing unnecessary handling are essential practices for preserving both the coin's condition and its long-term collectible appeal. Ultimately, the 1989 D. Thomas Jefferson Nickel stands as a compelling blend of American history, artistry, and everyday practicality. Even in dirty or damaged condition, it represents a tangible connection to the past and a reminder of the enduring legacy of Thomas Jefferson. For numismatic enthusiasts, the thrill of discovering such coins, perhaps hiding unnoticed in circulation, continues to inspire curiosity and excitement. Whether collected for historical appreciation or the joy of the hunt, this modest 5-cent coin remains a small but meaningful treasure within the fascinating world of coin collecting. Beyond its everyday appearance, the 1989 D. Thomas Jefferson Nickel holds a quiet charm that continues to captivate coin enthusiasts who appreciate the stories hidden within circulated currency. Even when found in dirty, scratched, or damaged condition, the coin reflects years of movement through American commerce, making it a small artifact of daily life during the late 20th century. Collectors often view such pieces not merely as worn coins, but as historical witnesses that have traveled through countless hands, cash registers, and pockets. This sense of lived history gives the coin a distinctive personality that many numismatists find deeply appealing. The coin also represents the remarkable longevity of the Jefferson nickel, a series that has remained a cornerstone of American coinage for decades. Introduced to honor Thomas Jefferson, the design reflects the nation's admiration for one of its most influential founding figures. The continued production of Jefferson nickels through the 1980s and beyond highlights how deeply Jefferson's legacy remains embedded in American culture. Even a well-worn 1989 D example serves as a miniature tribute to his contributions to democracy, education, and the shaping of the United States. The artistic elements of the coin continue to impress collectors despite years of wear. On the obverse, the dignified portrait created by Felix Schlag conveys a sense of wisdom and leadership, while the reverse showcases the elegant structure of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. When the coin is heavily circulated, some details may appear softened, yet the architectural lines and lettering often remain visible. For collectors, studying these worn features can be both educational and exciting, as it reveals how design elements endure even after decades of circulation. In the world of coin collecting, even coins that appear common can surprise enthusiasts with unexpected varieties. The 1989 D. Jefferson nickel occasionally draws interest when collectors discover examples with strong strike characteristics or subtle minting anomalies. Some hobbyists search specifically for coins showing sharp steps on the Monticello building or unusual die marks that distinguish them from typical pieces. These small details transform an ordinary nickel into a potentially desirable collectible, adding excitement to the process of examining each coin carefully. Ultimately, the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel demonstrates how a simple 5-cent piece can carry remarkable historical and collectible value. Whether found shining in mint condition or discovered dirty and damaged after years in circulation, it continues to represent a meaningful connection to American heritage and coinage tradition. For passionate numismatists, every example offers an opportunity to explore history, appreciate artistry, and experience the thrill of discovery, reminding collectors that even the most ordinary coins can become cherished treasures in the fascinating world of numismatics. Next up in the 1964 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its rich story and enduring charm. Issued during a pivotal era in U.S. coinage history, this nickel continues to attract collectors even when found in excited, dirty, or damaged condition, as such pieces often reflect decades of circulation and real-world history. For many hobbyists, discovering a 1964 nickel in worn condition sparks curiosity and excitement, transforming what might appear to be an ordinary coin into a prized treasure and conversation piece. Its strong collector demand, historical relevance, and iconic design ensure that this coin remains a beloved subject for both beginner and advanced numismatists around the world. The coin belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel, which first appeared in 1938 to replace the earlier Buffalo nickel. The 1964 issue was produced during a time of major change in U.S. currency, as rising silver prices led the government to reconsider the metal composition of many coins. Although nickels did not contain silver like the Washington quarter or the Roosevelt dime, they were still produced in enormous quantities to meet public demand. In 1964, millions of these coins were struck primarily at the United States Mint facilities in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D-mint mark. This period marked the final year before major changes in U.S. coinage production methods, making the 1964 nickel a meaningful historical artifact. The coin proudly features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by the talented sculptor Felix Schlag. Jefferson's dignified profile faces left, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, the year 1964, and the national motto, In God We Trust. Even when the coin appears dirty or worn from years of circulation, the portrait often remains recognizable, reminding collectors of Jefferson's lasting influence on American history and democratic ideals. The aged appearance of circulated pieces can add character, showing the journey the coin has taken through countless hands and transactions over the decades. On the reverse side, the coin showcases Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. The detailed architectural depiction of Monticello sits proudly in the center, with inscriptions including E pluribus unum, Monticello, and 5 cents. Even in damaged condition, the building's distinctive dome and symmetrical structure often remain visible. The coin measures approximately 21.21 millimeters in diameter, weighs 5 grams, and is composed of a durable alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it the familiar silvery appearance that has defined U.S. nickels for generations. While the 1964 Jefferson nickel had a large mintage, certain factors can make individual coins especially intriguing. Many examples found today are heavily circulated, scratched, or covered with dirt from decades of use, which ironically enhances their storytelling appeal. In numismatics, the condition of a coin plays a critical role in determining its rarity and value. A damaged coin may have little premium, yet varieties such as doubled dies, repunched mint marks, or coins with unusually strong strikes can still draw attention from collectors. Finding a 1964 nickel in pristine uncirculated condition is far more challenging than locating a worn example, which makes high-grade specimens particularly desirable. Collectors often examine circulated 1964 nickels carefully because hidden varieties occasionally surface in unexpected places. Some enthusiasts report discovering subtle doubling in the lettering or minor minting anomalies that increase interest in otherwise ordinary pieces. Even a coin that appears dirty or damaged can reveal fascinating details once cleaned professionally or studied under magnification. This treasure hunt aspect is one reason why coin roll hunters and hobbyists continue searching through jars, bank rolls, and inherited collections for noteworthy examples of this historic 5-cent coin. From a market perspective, the value of a heavily circulated or damaged 1964 Jefferson nickel is usually modest, often ranging between 5 cents and $1, depending on its condition and visual appeal. However, uncirculated specimens or coins featuring rare varieties can reach $20 to $100 or more, especially if graded and certified by professional services. Exceptional error coins, or sharply struck examples with brilliant surfaces, may command even higher prices at specialized auctions. These values demonstrate how condition, rarity, and collector demand can transform an everyday coin into a valuable collectible. For collectors hoping to add this coin to their collection, careful examination and proper preservation are essential. Experts recommend purchasing coins from reputable dealers or established coin auctions and looking for pieces authenticated by respected grading companies. Storing coins in protective holders or albums helps prevent further damage and preserves their long-term value. Avoid excessive cleaning, as this can remove original surfaces and reduce collector appeal. Engaging with online coin forums, local numismatic clubs, and educational resources can also provide valuable insights about varieties and market trends related to the 1964 nickel. The 1964 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin remains a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and everyday American heritage. Whether discovered in worn, dirty, or damaged condition or preserved in brilliant uncirculated form, Each coin represents a small yet powerful tangible connection to the past. Its iconic design honoring Thomas Jefferson and Monticello continues to captivate enthusiasts, reminding collectors that even the most humble coin can carry an extraordinary story. For numismatists worldwide, pursuing this coin is both a rewarding journey and an opportunity to own a piece of enduring American history. The 1964 Jefferson nickel continues to generate excitement among coin collectors, even when encountered in dirty, worn, or damaged condition, because each piece represents decades of circulation and everyday American history. Many enthusiasts enjoy examining these circulated coins closely, as their weathered surfaces often tell a story of countless transactions and journeys through time. For passionate numismatists, discovering a 1964 nickel with unusual marks, heavy toning, or unique where patterns can be surprisingly thrilling, transforming an ordinary 5-cent coin into a small yet fascinating historical artifact. During 1964, the United States Mint produced an extraordinary number of Jefferson nickels to meet the growing demand for circulating coinage. Coins were struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark and in Denver with the D mint mark. This period occurred during a major transition in American coinage, when silver coins were soon to be replaced with clad compositions. Although the nickel retained its copper-nickel alloy, the massive production of the 1964 issue ensured it became one of the most commonly encountered dates in the Jefferson nickel, making circulated examples easy to find yet still enjoyable to study. The obverse features the dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, originally sculpted by Felix Schlag, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1964. The reverse proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's iconic estate. Even when the coin appears scratched or discolored, the symmetrical architecture of Monticello often remains visible, maintaining the coin's classic aesthetic appeal. In terms of rarity and value, most heavily circulated 1964 nickels remain common, especially those with visible wear, dirt, or small damage marks. Such coins typically hold a value close to their face value, though collectors may still keep interesting examples as part of historical collections. However, pieces that display rare minting varieties, strong strikes, or uncirculated surfaces can command higher premiums. A well-preserved example may range from $10 to $50, while rare error varieties or exceptionally graded specimens may sell for $100 or more in specialized coin markets. For collectors, searching through circulated coins remains one of the most enjoyable ways to discover hidden treasures. Even a damaged 1964 nickel can reveal intriguing features under magnification, such as die cracks, subtle doubling, or unusual toning patterns. Properly storing coins in protective holders and learning about grading standards can help preserve their value and historical significance. Ultimately, the 1964 Jefferson nickel stands as a lasting symbol of American coinage, offering collectors a rewarding blend of history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. Next up in the 1990, D. Thomas Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin from the United States Mint stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within the world of numismatics. Even in a dirty and damaged condition, this coin continues to captivate enthusiasts who appreciate the blend of American history, artistry, and everyday circulation heritage it represents. The 1990 D nickel carries a quiet charm that transforms an ordinary 5-cent piece into a prized treasure. Its connection to the enduring Jefferson nickel series and its place in the broader timeline of American coinage makes it a compelling collectible, and its continued demand in the hobby reflects how even circulated examples can hold meaningful numismatic appeal. The historical roots of this coin trace back to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938 to honor the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the United States Declaration of Independence. The 1990 D issue was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by its distinctive D mint mark. During this period, American coinage production was focused on maintaining a steady supply of circulating coins for commerce, yet each piece still carried a strong historical and symbolic identity. The 1990 D. Jefferson nickel represents a tangible connection to this era of modern U.S. coinage, reminding collectors of a time when millions of these coins passed through everyday hands across the country. The 1990 D nickel retains the classic artistic layout that has defined the series for decades. The obverse features a dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1990. The reverse displays Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, presented in a clean architectural depiction that symbolizes American heritage and intellectual achievement. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter, and weighs approximately 5 grams. Even when found in worn or damaged condition, these design elements remain recognizable and contribute to the coin's iconic visual identity. The 1990 D nickel, particularly interesting to collectors, is the presence of subtle variations and the possibility of minor minting anomalies that occasionally surface in circulation finds. While the coin was produced in large quantities, collectors still search for pieces with strong details, clean surfaces, or unusual characteristics such as strike variations or die anomalies. The D mint mark beneath the date signals its origin from the Denver facility, which produced hundreds of millions of these coins that year. Yet finding an example with crisp features and minimal damage can still be a rewarding discovery. The 1990 D Jefferson nickel does not necessarily stem from low mintage, but rather from condition scarcity. Many surviving pieces are heavily circulated, often appearing dirty, scratched, or worn from decades of use in everyday transactions. Because of this extensive circulation, high-grade examples, especially those retaining sharp details of Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello building, are far more difficult to locate. This contrast between common circulation and the challenge of finding pristine specimens adds intrigue and excitement for collectors searching through rolls or collections. For coins in dirty and damaged condition, the value generally remains modest, but still meaningful to enthusiasts who enjoy collecting by date and mint mark. A typical circulated 1990 D nickel may be worth around face value to a few cents above, while cleaner circulated examples can reach 10 cents to 50 cents among hobbyists. However, uncirculated or exceptionally well-preserved pieces graded by professional services can reach values ranging from $5 to $50 or more, particularly if they display exceptional luster or a strong strike. Rare varieties or certified high-grade pieces occasionally command higher premiums in specialized auctions. The 1990 D Jefferson nickel as an accessible entry point into the broader Jefferson series. Because it is relatively easy to obtain in circulated condition, it allows new collectors to build a complete date and mint collection without significant expense. At the same time, experienced numismatists enjoy the challenge of locating higher-grade examples or coins with distinctive characteristics that set them apart from typical circulation finds. For those hoping to add this coin to their collection, several practical strategies can help ensure a rewarding experience. Collectors should look for coins with clear details on Jefferson's hair and the steps of Monticello, as these areas often show the earliest signs of wear. Purchasing coins that have been authenticated by reputable grading organizations such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company can provide confidence in quality and authenticity. Proper storage in protective holders and minimizing direct handling will help preserve the coin's condition over time. The 1990 D. Thomas Jefferson nickel represents a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and everyday American heritage. Even in dirty or damaged condition, it remains a small yet meaningful artifact from the ongoing story of U.S. coinage. For collectors, it offers both an educational journey and the thrill of discovery, reminding enthusiasts that every coin, no matter how humble, carries a story waiting to be explored. As a collectible, this nickel continues to attract numismatists who appreciate its historical context and enduring design. Whether discovered in circulation, obtained from a dealer, or preserved in a growing collection, the 1990 D. Jefferson nickel stands as a lasting reminder that even a simple 5-cent coin can become a prized treasure and a tangible connection to the past for collectors around the world. The 1990 D. Thomas Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin is a captivating piece of American numismatic history that continues to fascinate collectors and coin enthusiasts alike. Minted by the United States Mint, this coin represents a small yet meaningful artifact from everyday American commerce. The 1990 D. nickel carries a special charm that attracts hobbyists who appreciate coins as historical objects. Its role in the long-running Jefferson nickel series and its recognizable design make it a prized treasure for collectors who enjoy exploring the stories hidden within ordinary circulation coins. The historical significance of the coin is tied to the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and a key author of the United States Declaration of Independence. The 1990 D issue was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. During the late 20th century, billions of nickels were produced to meet the growing needs of everyday commerce, and the 1990 D became part of that widespread circulation. Today, each surviving coin serves as a tangible connection to that era of modern American coinage. The coin's design remains one of the most recognizable in U.S. currency. The obverse features the detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson created by artist Felix Schlag, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1990. On the reverse side appears the elegant depiction of Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, along with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum," Monticello, and 5 cents. The coin is made from a durable copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 5 grams, giving it the familiar feel of a classic American nickel. While the 1990 D nickel was produced in large numbers, condition plays a significant role in its desirability. Most surviving examples are heavily circulated, often appearing worn, scratched, or discolored after decades of everyday use. Because of this, coins in higher grades, especially those with sharp details and minimal wear, are more appealing to collectors. Circulated examples in dirty or damaged condition typically remain close to face value, while well-preserved uncirculated pieces can sell for around $5 to $40 depending on their grade and eye appeal. The 1990 D Jefferson nickel represents both an accessible collectible and an important part of a complete Jefferson series set. Enthusiasts often search for examples with strong strikes, visible Monticello steps, and clean surfaces. Purchasing certified coins from trusted grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, can provide additional confidence in authenticity and quality. Whether discovered in pocket change or carefully stored in a collection, the 1990 D nickel continues to captivate enthusiasts as a modest yet meaningful piece of American coin history. Next up in the 1971 Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American coinage that continues to capture the imagination of collectors and numismatic enthusiasts. Even in a dirty and damaged circulated condition, this humble 5-cent coin carries a remarkable story that connects modern collectors with the everyday commerce of the early 1970s. Many enthusiasts view it as more than simple pocket change. It represents a small but meaningful artifact of American history. Because of its place in a long-running coin series and the enduring popularity of the Jefferson design, the 1971 nickel remains a captivating collectible and a prized treasure for those who enjoy discovering historical coins in unexpected places. The historical roots of this coin trace back to the long-standing Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 as a tribute to the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson. The 1971 issue was produced during a period of economic change in the United States, when rising inflation and shifts in metal prices were influencing coin production across the country. These nickels were minted primarily at the United States Mint facilities in Philadelphia, with no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a small d. Each coin circulated widely through American society, serving as a practical piece of currency while also continuing the legacy of honoring Jefferson's role in shaping the nation. One of the most recognizable aspects of the 1971 Jefferson nickel is its timeless artistic design. The obverse features the dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, created by sculptor Felix Schlag, whose work has become iconic in American coinage. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty, the year 1971, and the national motto, In God We Trust. On the reverse side, the elegant depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, stands proudly at the center. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 5 grams, giving it the sturdy feel that collectors associate with classic U.S. coinage. Although the 1971 nickel was produced in large numbers, certain factors can still make specific examples appealing to collectors. Coins found in heavily circulated dirty or damaged condition often show scratches, worn details, and discoloration caused by decades of everyday use. While these pieces are common, they illustrate the coin's long journey through commerce. On the other hand, collectors actively search for well-preserved examples, including coins with a sharp strike, full steps on the Monticello design, or unusual minting errors, which can significantly increase desirability. Rarity in the 1971 Jefferson nickel often comes from condition rather than mintage totals. Millions were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but finding a coin that retains crisp details, especially with full steps visible on Monticello's staircase, can be surprisingly difficult. Because of this, numismatists sometimes examine even worn coins closely, hoping to discover subtle varieties such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies that can elevate a seemingly ordinary nickel into a noteworthy collectible. From a market perspective, the value of a 1971 Jefferson nickel varies widely depending on condition and rarity. A heavily circulated or damaged example is typically worth only its face value of 5 cents. However, coins preserved in uncirculated or near-mint condition can command anywhere from $1 to $20, while certified specimens with exceptional strike quality or rare varieties may reach $50 to $200 or more in specialized auctions. Collectors value these coins not only for their rarity, but also for their historical charm and connection to a widely recognized American coin design. For collectors hoping to add a strong example of this coin to their collection, careful inspection is essential. Examining the coin under magnification can reveal small details such as mint marks, strike sharpness, or possible mint errors. Many experts recommend focusing on high-grade specimens or professionally graded coins from trusted services. Purchasing from reputable coin dealers, auctions, or established numismatic marketplaces helps ensure authenticity and provides valuable information about the coin's condition and history. Proper preservation is another key aspect of collecting Jefferson nickels. Because coins like the 1971 issue are made of copper-nickel alloy, they can develop scratches or toning if handled improperly. Storing them in protective holders, coin flips, or archival quality albums helps maintain their condition over time. Avoiding frequent handling and keeping coins in a stable environment protects their surfaces and preserves the details that collectors admire. The 1971 Jefferson nickel stands as a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and everyday American culture. Even in a worn or damaged state, it offers a glimpse into the economic life of the early 1970s and serves as a tangible connection to the enduring legacy of Thomas Jefferson. For numismatists around the world, discovering, studying, and preserving this coin remains a rewarding pursuit. Whether kept as a historical curiosity or pursued as a high-grade collectible, the 1971 nickel continues to be a captivating and treasured addition to any coin collection. The 1971 Jefferson nickel is a fascinating and historically rich coin that continues to captivate numismatic enthusiasts around the world. Even when discovered in a dirty or damaged circulated condition, this 5-cent piece still represents an intriguing artifact of everyday American commerce during the early 1970s. Collectors often appreciate such coins because they reveal the long journey through countless hands, cash registers, and pockets over decades. As part of a beloved U.S. coin series, the 1971 Jefferson nickel remains a prized treasure for collectors, admired for its enduring design and its connection to American history. The coin belongs to the famous Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938 to honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The 1971 issue was produced by the United States Mint at its Philadelphia facility, with no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, bearing the D mint mark. These coins circulated heavily during a period when the United States was experiencing economic changes and increased coin production. As a result, the 1971 nickel became a familiar presence in daily transactions, serving as a small yet meaningful reminder of America's evolving monetary system. The 1971 Jefferson nickel features the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by artist Felix Schlag. The reverse proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic estate, rendered with elegant architectural detail. The coin is struck from a durable copper-nickel alloy, measuring about 21.2 millimeters in diameter and weighing approximately 5 grams. These design elements have made the Jefferson nickel one of the most recognizable coins in American currency, admired by collectors for its timeless symbolism and balanced artistic style. While the overall mintage of the 1971 nickel was relatively high, rarity can emerge through condition, strike quality, and unusual mint errors. Most examples found today are well worn, often showing scratches, discoloration, or faded details due to decades of circulation. However, collectors remain especially interested in coins with sharp strikes or the full steps detail on Monticello, which can significantly increase desirability. Even coins with minor damage can still hold historical interest, reminding collectors of the coin's long and active life in everyday trade. The value of a 1971 Jefferson nickel varies widely depending on its preservation. A heavily circulated or damaged piece may only be worth its face value, while well-preserved uncirculated examples can sell for $5 to $30. Rare varieties, error coins, or certified high-grade specimens may command $50 to $200 or more in auctions. For collectors, the key is careful examination, purchasing from reputable sources, and storing coins in protective holders. Whether kept as a historical curiosity or pursued in pristine condition, the 1971 Jefferson nickel remains a captivating collectible and a meaningful connection to America's numismatic heritage. Next up in the 1988 D. Thomas Jefferson nickel stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in modern American numismatics. Even when discovered in an exciting dirty or damaged circulated condition, this 5-cent coin continues to captivate enthusiasts who appreciate the thrill of uncovering hidden history in everyday pocket change. For collectors and coin hunters alike, this nickel represents far more than a simple denomination. It is a small metallic storyteller from the late 20th century. Its enduring popularity within the Jefferson Nickel series has turned it into a prized treasure for both beginner collectors and seasoned numismatists searching for overlooked varieties or high-grade survivors. The historical background of the 1988 D. nickel places it firmly within the long-running Jefferson Nickel series, first introduced in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. This particular coin was produced at the Denver Mint, indicated by the distinctive D mint mark on the obverse. During the late 1980s, the United States experienced rapid technological growth and economic transformation, and coins like the 1988 D nickel circulated widely in everyday commerce. Today, each surviving example serves as a tangible connection to that era, linking modern collectors with a specific moment in American economic and cultural life. From a design perspective, the coin carries the iconic artwork created by sculptor Felix Schlag, whose portrait of Jefferson appears on the obverse. Jefferson's left-facing profile is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1988. On the reverse side, the elegant image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate, dominates the design. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and weighs approximately 5 grams. Even when worn or slightly damaged from circulation, the artistry and balance of the design remain recognizable, preserving its classic American aesthetic. Collectors often pay close attention to the mint mark on the 1988 D nickel, which confirms its production in Denver. While millions were produced for circulation, subtle differences in strike quality, luster, and surface preservation can significantly influence desirability. In well-preserved examples, the architectural details of Monticello, such as the columns and dome, appear crisp and sharp. However, coins found in dirty or damaged condition may show softened details, scratches, or discoloration from decades of handling, which adds a layer of character and authenticity that some collectors find especially appealing. Rarity for the 1988 D. Jefferson nickel is generally tied not to low mintage, but to condition scarcity. Because the coin circulated heavily in everyday transactions, pristine uncirculated pieces can be surprisingly difficult to locate. Coins that remain free from wear, scratches, or environmental damage are prized within the hobby. Occasionally, collectors also search for minor minting anomalies, such as doubled lettering or off-center strikes, which can elevate an otherwise common coin into a unique collectible with greater demand. When evaluating market value, condition plays the most significant role. A typical circulated 1988 D nickel, even in dirty or slightly damaged condition, usually holds modest value, often ranging from 5 cents to $1 depending on eye appeal. However, Coins graded in uncirculated condition by professional grading services can command prices between $10 and $50, while exceptional high-grade examples or rare mint errors have been known to reach $100 or more in specialized auctions. These values demonstrate how preservation and rarity can transform a simple 5-cent piece into a meaningful collectible. For collectors hoping to add the 1988 Jefferson nickel to their collection, a careful approach is essential. Experts recommend examining coins under proper lighting to identify strong strikes, minimal wear, and any unusual minting characteristics. Purchasing certified examples from reputable dealers or auction platforms helps ensure authenticity and accurate grading. Additionally, preserving coins in protective holders and minimizing direct handling can help maintain their surfaces and prevent further deterioration. Another valuable tip for enthusiasts is to stay connected with numismatic communities and collector forums, where discoveries and market insights are frequently shared. Many collectors enjoy searching through rolls of nickels from banks, hoping to uncover overlooked gems from the late 20th century. Even coins found in dirty condition can sometimes reveal hidden value once carefully cleaned and examined, though improper cleaning should always be avoided to protect the coin's original surfaces. The 1988 Thomas Jefferson nickel remains a compelling blend of American history, artistic craftsmanship, and collectible intrigue. Whether discovered in worn pocket change or preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition, this coin continues to captivate enthusiasts with its story and symbolism. For numismatists around the world, it represents a rewarding pursuit, a small yet meaningful treasure that preserves the legacy of Thomas Jefferson and the enduring heritage of American coinage. The 1988 nickel tells a story of everyday American life. Each scratch, discoloration, or worn detail is a silent witness to decades of circulation, passing through countless hands, wallets, and cash registers. For many collectors, these imperfections are not flaws but character marks, making each coin a unique artifact of history. Holding one of these nickels provides a tangible connection to the 1980s, giving numismatists a sense of the coin's journey and the era in which it circulated. The charm of the 1988 nickel is amplified when considering the Monticello reverse design. Even if a coin shows surface wear, the architectural elegance of Jefferson's estate often remains partially visible, capturing the imagination of collectors who admire both artistry and historical relevance. Subtle variations in strike depth, toning, and surface texture can make one circulated coin more visually appealing than another, demonstrating how even widely minted coins can hold surprising collectible intrigue. Collectors who specialize in Jefferson nickels often look for varieties and anomalies, even within everyday circulated examples. Minor errors, such as weak strikes, doubled dies, or slightly off-center minting, can significantly increase a coin's appeal. The 1988 nickel, while generally common, occasionally surfaces with these unique characteristics, offering a hidden layer of excitement for collectors who enjoy hunting for the unusual among otherwise ordinary circulation pieces. The 1988 nickel continues to show steady interest among enthusiasts, particularly those completing Jefferson nickel series or seeking coins with historical wear. While a heavily circulated, dirty coin might have minimal monetary value, its contribution to a collection's completeness and historical storytelling can be substantial. Collectors often view these coins as a bridge between purely aesthetic pieces and the narrative of American coin circulation, giving even modest examples enduring relevance. The 1988 Jefferson nickel lies in its accessibility and historical resonance. Affordable yet meaningful, it invites collectors of all levels to engage with numismatics, study the design and minting techniques, and appreciate the story embedded in its metal. Whether pursuing a pristine uncirculated specimen or discovering character-rich circulated examples, enthusiasts find this nickel a rewarding and educational addition, a small but significant treasure that embodies both history and artistry.